Did you know that a single eyeshadow can completely change the mood of a look? I'm going to show you how. So if you're ready, let's begin. As always, I'm going to be starting with my brows. I'm going to start with a clear gel. This is from Jordana. I'm going to use it to brush my brow hair to keep it in place. And then using the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Waterproof Brow Pencil in the shade Black Brown, I'm going to lightly fill in the sparse areas in my brows. I love micro tip pencils, and this is a micro tip pencil. It helps to draw those natural hair-like strokes. I like to keep my brows looking as natural as possible, so I absolutely love this. For eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty Weightless Eyeshadow Primer for both eyes. On both eyes, I'm going to be using the same eyeshadows from the same palette, except one eyeshadow at the very end, which changes the mood of the look. The palette that I'm going to be using is from Lorac. This is the Meraki Pro palette and has some beautiful neutrals. I'm going to start with a deeper brown shade to completely saturate my lids on both sides. The brush that I'm using is a flat, fluffy brush by ColourPop. Now, this technique is especially helpful if you want to go from a day to night look and your day look is very simple and you just want to jazz it up for the night and you want to change the mood of it, but you just want to use one eyeshadow or you just carry one eyeshadow with you, then you can completely change the mood of the look by using that one eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to be using a lighter brown shade as my transition shade. A transition shade is something that helps to blend two shades together. Now, if I want my lid shade to melt into an eyeshadow that melts into my skin tone, then I will use a transition shade. And that's precisely what's happening here. The eyeshadow on my lid is flowing into the transition. I'm further buffing out that lighter shade of transition into my skin tone. That way I get that beautiful ombre of shades and all the eyeshadows seamlessly flow into my skin tone. To blend this out, I'm using a blending brush and I'm going to keep on layering the eyeshadow till I'm happy with the intensity. But I'm taking very less eyeshadow at a time, otherwise blending becomes a nightmare. And while I keep adding the eyeshadows, I will continue to blend. And then I'm also smoking it out in my lower lash line. Now using the darker shade of brown, I'm going to deepen my lower lash line using a definer brush. And then using this beautiful shimmer, I'm going to highlight my inner corners as well as brow bones. We have the base eyeshadow set and we've used the same eyeshadows on both eyes. It's time to cut the crease. Again, using the Rare Beauty Weightless Eyeshadow Primer and with a flat shader brush, I'm going to cut the crease on both eyes and I'm going to go halfway across because I'm doing a half cut crease. You of course don't have to use an eyeshadow primer. You can also use a concealer to cut your crease. I also like to blend out the edges with my finger to make it easy to blend with other eyeshadows. Now is when I will use two different eyeshadows for each eye. For my right eye, I'm going with this light matte shade. I'm going to set my cut crease with it. That brightens up the inner corner and I personally like this for a daytime look. For my left eye, I'm going to be using this charcoal shade. Just like I did with my right eye, I'm going to set my cut crease with this eyeshadow. As you can tell, that instantly changes the look and the mood. It looks more sultry than my right eye. I've seen this kind of a look in a lot of runways as well as photo shoots of models when they want to look fierce. We have the same eyeshadows except one shade of eyeshadow on each eye, but they look completely different. Let's finish up this look with some eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals liquid eyeliner in black. I'm going to pull out a small wing and line both lash lines. If you plan to do the right side look for your daytime look, all you have to carry is a charcoal or a black eyeshadow and just apply it to the cut crease and make it a more sultry evening look. And I've used matte eyeshadows and neutrals here. It doesn't have to be the same eyeshadow shades. You can also use shimmers, you can use metallics, and you can also use colors. I'm using neutrals here because it's more universal. To finish up, I'm going to first curl my lashes. This is the Sally Hansen curler. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Ciate Wonder Wand mascara. I'm going to be using it both in my top as well as bottom lashes. Of course, you can alter this the way you prefer. And if you want to use false lashes, you can do that as well. And here is the completed look. Each eye looks completely different, although the difference is just one eyeshadow. If you cover the screen, if you cover my one eye, you will feel like the mood is completely different than the other eye. And that's why I say makeup is like magic. With subtle changes, you can see big differences. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to watch more videos like these. Check out the description box for my social media links in case you plan to follow me there. And check out the View Products link embedded within this video to pull up all the products that I used in this tutorial. I love you guys so much and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.